All right, guys. So welcome to another amazing 10 Trade webinar. This particular webinar is all about the weekly market roundup. All right. So we want to look at what happened during the week, where price, the zone price started moving from, and why price moved in that zone. All right. This should help us, be better prepared for next week. All right. So it's also an avenue to get feedback from everybody here and possibly help us become better in our trading. Okay, my name is Tobi Okunuga, and I'll be taking us through this session in the next 1 hour. All right, so we're going to be looking at a couple of pairs together. Okay, and then we're also going to possibly analyze a few pairs in preparation for the next trading week. So before we go into all of that, let me get feedback from everybody here. How many of us traded this week? If you had a profitable week, type in profit. If your week was, a bit shaky, possibly you lost money, okay, type in money, right? If you lost money this week, type in money. If you made profit this week, type in profit in the chat box, and then we'll analyze exactly, what happened in the market. All right. So give me that feedback, guys. If you traded this week, if you made money this week, type in profit. If you didn't make money, maybe you had a loss, type in money. Okay. Glory, you're welcome. Messi, you are welcome. All right, so we're just getting started actually. Okay, so Wisdom had lost some money this week. Morgan made profit this week. Awesome. Aziz said, I didn't trade this week, preparing for next week. Fantastic. Glory, Ugo, Mercy, did you trade this week? How was your trading week like? How was the trading week like? Benedict audio is not connected. All right. So Wisdom, you lost money this week. Did you know exactly why you lost? Did you learn from, that loss? All right, type in the chat box. Did you learn from the loss, or do you know exactly why you lost this week? Okay, because that's the most important thing. All right, you have to take your losses joyfully and learn from it. Mercy said, I didn't trade this week, had a busy week to concentrate. All right, good. Great. So let's look at a few pairs. Now, Wisdom, if you can type in the pair that you traded this week that, you lost money in, so that we'll look at it together and figure out exactly why you lost and what you might do better the next trading week. Glory said, my demo account blew yesterday. Thank God it's a demo account. All right, it's practice. So you shouldn't beat yourself over and over because you lost a demo account. So as long as it's a practice account, you are still practicing, you are trying to, master the skill sets. All right, as long as you are learning from those losses and then you are optimizing as you go along. Glory, I hope you are keeping a journal. By journal, I mean a record of all the trades that you took, that you've been taking on that demo account. All right, so that will help you create data for your trading strategy. Okay, and if you one thing that keeping a trading journal will help you with is you grow faster and then you learn faster because you have data to work with. You are documenting your process, you are documenting your loss. You can easily optimize. You will know what is working and what is not working, right? Because you are keeping a journal. You keep a record of all your trades. And then if it's a profitable trade, you'd have like a comment there. Okay, what happened? Why you won the trade? If it was a loss, you'd also document why you lost that trade. Maybe you did something wrong, right? So it helps you, have a better. It helps you progress faster in a way. All right. So Glory, if you've not been doing your journal, I advise that you put a journal. All right, you can easily do your journal. If you are into Excel, you can use an Excel sheet. All right, Glory said, I really don't have a journal though, but please, what and what should be on the trading journal? Okay, so our trading journal, just basically just the dates, the days where you are placing the trade, the currency pair that you are trading, all right? How much in pips did you lose or win? Okay, so your stop loss and then your take profit. And then another column for, did you win the trade? If you won the trade, you put yes there. If you lost the trade, you put no. Okay, and then a section for comments where you write comments. So what you can do, Glory, is to just do a Google search, trading journal templates. You find a lot of templates online. And what I'd also do is to send a journal to the 10 trade platforms so that you can also start using that. Morgan said, I skipped 10K demo account to 11K this week. Awesome. So that means you made is that 10%? 10%, yes. So you made 10% profit this week, Morgan. That is phenomenal. Okay, that's phenomenal. So you should keep it up. And Morgan, also, you also want to document. Okay, so if you are able to grow your account by 10% this week, okay, so that means there's a potential that you can be growing accounts by 10%, right? Pretty much every week or every 2 weeks. So how did you grow this account by 10%? You document it. Okay, let me be very, very clear, so that it will be easy for you to replicate the results some other week. Okay, so that's importance of keeping a trading journal. Now, I must tell you the truth. The majority of traders don't have a trading journal. So if you are doing what other people are not doing, you are bound to get a different result. All right. In this case, you get a better result. So Wisdom said he traded Euro USD and gold. Morgan said average. Fantastic. So let's check out what happened on Euro USD and gold this week. So let's go to Euro USD. All right. So let's analyze this pair. So I'm going to go to the higher time frame. Let's start from the weekly time frame and see that's what's going on this week. So of course, if I'm following my sessions, you are aware that we've analyzed this pair. On the weekly time frame, price is currently reacting to this supply range right here. So price is currently reacting to supply. All right. So we are looking for opportunity to sell in this particular zone. So looking at what happened this week, all right, let's go to the daily time frame. All right. Daily time. Oops. This week started on, that should be March 20. Is it March 20? No, March 20. What day is Monday? So that is March 27. All right. So at this point is when the week started over here. Okay, good. Now looking at this particular price action here, at this particular point in time, the structure, so let's reverse this onto here. So we've rolled the market back, assuming that this is where price opened on Monday. So the market structure over here is giving us an overall bullish momentum. How do we know it's a bullish momentum? All right, even though it's an internal structure, but it's still bullish. Now check out the structure from here. We have price giving us higher highs like so. Okay, and ultimately this. You can see this low was taken out. All right. Market structure first. Now this was taken out, and then we saw the retracement like this. All right. And then what did price do? Price took out this lower high. So the structure shifted from this bearish momentum to bullish over here. Now, this is based on daily time frame. All right, so price is currently bullish. So as at when the market opened, when market opened on Monday, all right, the market opened to a bullish environment. All right, even though overall on the weekly time frame, we are supposed to be selling in this zone, all right, but there is no momentum to sell yet based on market structure. So if you had seen this on Friday or Monday before you enter the trade, now you should be looking for opportunity to buy. In a bullish environment, you should be looking to buy. Okay, so what do we have here? There's a demand range here, this downward move before the buy. All of this here, okay, is a demand. So when the market closed on Friday on this particular candle, the market closed, okay, at that particular demand zone. All right. So in essence, if you had identified market structure, that means you shouldn't be looking for sales. You should be looking for opportunity to buy at this point. All right. So that's daily time frame structure. Now let's go to the 4 hours. Let's work our way down to a zone where we can take entry. All right. And then you can see over here exactly what happened. In this demand zone here, let me remove this. So but now in this demand zone here, this is a daily demand. We have a weekly demand as well, 4-hour demand rather. Let's pull that out here. All of these here is a demand zone. Okay, so let's change the color. So in this zone here, good. This zone here, so this tapped in on Friday. On Friday. So from Friday, price has tapped into this demand zone. So from Friday is when we should have been looking for opportunities to buy here. So if you're looking to sell, possibly that was why I don't know the order that you entered Wisdom, but it should be buying over here. All right. So the momentum when the market opened on Monday, it opened to a bullish momentum. So you look opportunity to buy here. So if you go to the 15 minutes, for example, if we're trying to take entry of 15 minutes, right, we can see the market structure on 15 minutes, price giving us higher highs like so. All right, so we should be looking for opportunity to buy on 15 minutes. All right, so if you play this forward, let's say on Monday, price opened here, whereas let's see the open of the market over here. Okay, so somewhere here is where the market opened. Now on Euro USD, you want to be looking for opportunity to buy either in the London session or in the New York session. So when market opened over here during the Asian session and signal session, you had no business taking an entry on Euro USD. So you are concerned about taking entry on Euro USD, okay, in the London or New York session. Why? Because the Euro is mostly active in the London session, and the USD is active in the New York session. So the two trading sessions that you have volatility on Euro and USD is the London and the New York session. All right. So taking a look at what is going on here, let's go back to the 4-hour time frame. Let me find a possible entry I would have entered this pair on 15 minutes time frame. So price retrace here, I've gone to 15 minutes and try to find some sort of a reversal entry. All right. So ideally, you can see over here, if you are into reversal patterns, you would have taken entry here. There's a double bottom here. You have taken entry here, but we can see price is giving us new highs, like so. Okay, so you can see this. Then over here was the reversal. This happened on Friday. So in reality, the bullish momentum started happening from Friday during the New York session on Friday. So you can see this break. You'd have taken entries somewhere here. Okay, if you are into reversal patterns, there is a double bottom here that formed. So you'd have taken entries somewhere at this zone. Right? If you're taking entry somewhere at that zone, you would have held the trade since Friday up until the following week. But so let's say you did not enter this trade on Friday and you came back to this chart on Monday, right? Where would have been the right time you should take entry on this trade? So looking at market structure, right? New higher highs are price. So price is giving us higher highs like so. Okay, so this is a high. Now, with your knowledge of supply and demand, right, all of this zone here would have been a zone where you would have been looking to buy. So, and then price retraced into this zone. Okay, you can see liquidity grab, price came back, grab liquidity into this, and then ultimately price went all the way up. So one way or the other, right, if you are trading this pair and then you went on a lower time frame, you would have had opportunity to buy here, right? And then we can also see some sort of a heads and shoulder pattern form here. You can see the left shoulder, you can see the head, you can see the right shoulder over here. All right, so you'd have taken entry, okay, possibly at this neckline to the top side. So different setups happened on Monday on Euro USD to align with the bullish momentum of the market. Okay, it's as simple as that. So let us fast forward this. I'm just trying to show you exactly why price moved. Okay, because of the demand zone on the 4-hour time frame. All right, so that's what happened on Euro USD Wisdom. Let's see exactly what's happened. Let's go to 4 hours. All right, so all of these happened over here on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, and then right now, what is price doing now? Price is supposed to took off from this demand zone. And so we are still actually in a bullish environment. So price should actually take out this high, but price has not taken out this high yet. Price just came very close to it. All right. So ultimately, guys, we are still in a bullish environment for Euro USD. Price is still very, very much bullish. The market structure is still very, very bullish. Now look at what price is doing currently. This is current market action right now. What can we see? I can see this internal structure right here. You can see impulse, correction, impulse. And what is price doing? Price is currently inside a demand zone. All right, so this is also happening on Friday. So price is currently at a demand zone. So over here, so on Monday, when market opens on Monday during the London session or New York session, you want to look for opportunity to buy Euro USD inside the zone. And then you want to exit the trade once price creates a higher high somewhere here. Okay, so over here, I recommend you to go to a lower time frame, like 15 minutes or 5 minutes, and look for a suitable entry. Look for suitable entry. So over here, I can see that there has been some form of liquidity grab in that demand zone, like so. I see this. Okay, it's not solid yet. So there's no liquidity grab yet, according to my own structure, because I can see double bottoms here, but price did not take out a level of structure over here. All right, so these does not qualify as a liquidity grab for me. So before I take entry on this particular currency pair on Monday, I'll be looking for a price to do something like this. So maybe something like this to give me a double bottom, and then I want price to break this high, like so. I want to see buyer's pressure. Then I know that people's stop losses will be below this zone. Then I'll wait for price to come back down and take out people's stop losses, that is here, to take out liquidity. Okay. Once that has occurred, I'll now start looking for my entry here. Okay, either a double bottom or heads and shoulder pattern, or if you're a smart money concept trader, you look for your chain of character and then you take entry for a buy. If everything aligns this way and then you see a buy opportunity here on Monday or Tuesday, you should definitely go for the kill. All right, so that is what we have going on Euro USD. Okay, so as you can see, up until this moment, the reason why price moved, okay, throughout this week, the reason why you saw this bullish momentum from Monday to this morning was because price took off from this demand zone, and price is currently retracing to another demand zone. So we should be expecting action as well for next week for a buy that will create a higher high on Euro USD. Right? I hope that makes sense, Wisdom. So that is what I will do. Sorry. Let's put this on silent. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Are we together, guys? Let me know if that makes sense. Wisdom, let me know if that makes sense. All right, so let's check out what happened on gold. Gold this week. We analyzed gold in yesterday's trading session. If you go to gold, what do we have going on gold? All right, so this week, price, so I can see price taking off from a demand structure here. So let's just start from the weekly time frame and let's arrive at a perspective of what price wants to do. Now, looking at what price is doing here. Okay, check it out. This is the structure of the market. You can see price giving us a bullish momentum. There's a bullish momentum on gold. All right, so this is based on the weekly time frame, right? All right, so this is giving us a reason to look for buying opportunity because price is still very, very much bullish on weekly. All right, so but let's get a clearer picture of what price is doing. So we'll go to the daily time frame. On daily time frame as well, price, this is Monday this week is the 27th, right? Over here, somewhere here. You can see price is still very much bullish. As at when the market opened on Monday, we still have a bullish market. Okay, why is it bullish? Because we are seeing a higher high. This was the previous high. Okay, this was the previous high, and price gave us a high high. So we are bullish as at market open. Now let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Now, what do we have going on the 4 hours? All right. Now, check this out. As at last week, so the previous demand zone was here. The previous demand zone was here, and this happened last week from Wednesday 23rd. So price took off from this demand zone. Okay, so that was what made this move happen. And then, so we are still very much in a bullish environment. So we should be looking for buys, right? I'm not a fan of, counter trend moves like this because it's quite risky. So I want to trade with the trend, right? So I'm not really concerned about this, even though there's a good setup that we can align here, all right? But it does not happen every time. It's quite risky. So I like to trade with the trend. I trade after correction has happened. So now the momentum of price on the 4 hours is bullish right here. Last week we had price moving up from a demand zone, right? But price did not break this high. So we are seeing a retracement. All right, we are seeing that retracement. And then what do we have here? This week as well. Check out what happened this week. Okay, on gold, we can see internal structure align like so. We have impulse, correction, impulse. All right, if you know that this is what price has done, let's assume, so let's play this back. So this is the internal structure. Okay. So looking at this is as at on Tuesday this week, we can see a minor high here on this internal structure. Now, if you know that this is what price is doing, you know that it's bullish, then you should be looking for a demand zone to buy from. So this is a demand zone. Okay, so this is a demand zone right here. So you're waiting for price to retrace into the zone. Once you see a retracement, once price gets here, you should be looking for opportunity to buy. Okay, so if we play that forward, let's play that forward. Gently. So price, good. So as I went, price gave us this over here is now when you want to be looking for your buy opportunities. Okay, so if you had gone to the 15 minutes time frame, for example, all right, we would have seen opportunity to buy over here. And what did price do? You can see the price go down. Let's make this faster. Okay, and then ultimately price went up. Now let me explain why price went down here. Remember, I talked about the concept of liquidity, or waiting for liquidity grabs first before looking for entry. So when price retraced into the zone like so, when price retraced into this zone, okay, what did we see? You can see some sort of double bottom like so. All right, so you can say this is your double bottom. All right. The price this high took out the, so we can see buyer's pressure. So you want to wait for price to come down below this zone and take out liquidity. All right, so that happened with this move. And when price took out liquidity, it's a good zone to look for buys. So over here, you would have seen a reversal pattern that will form, either a heads and shoulder pattern or a W pattern or a change of character. You see any of the any of those things, right? Over here, easily you can see a double bottom here form like so, right? And then you can also see a little bit of heads and shoulder pattern if you are being very, very aggressive, right? We can call this a left shoulder, call this head, right? Call it a right shoulder. And what the price do? Price broke the neckline, retraced, and then ultimately went up. So that's what happened on gold. And then let's play this forward. So that move happened from, that move happened from when? From Thursday. From Thursday, that's yesterday up until now, up until Friday. Okay, so What is price now also doing? Now check out what price is doing. Price is now also still tracing into that demand. So if we align this structure like so, impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse. All right, price is retracing into a demand zone like so. So this is another trade idea for next week. So next week on gold, we should be looking for opportunity to buy inside this zone. Okay, for price to create at least a higher high on this minor structure. Or if you want to be aggressive, you can swing it and hold it for long. All right, so this is what happened during the week, because price was creating internal structure and price is reacting to demand levels. You also have another opportunity to buy gold next week. So let's go to the 15 minutes time frame. Let's see if it's a good time to buy gold. Let's highlight the demand zone properly. All right, good. So let's go to 15 minutes. Let me check something if this is a good zone. Can we set this with demand? Give me a second. Right, if you're taking everything into consideration, yes. So let's do that. Now on 15 minutes, I would consider this as liquidity grab. All right, because on 4 hours, if I take the whole range, like so. All right, and I go to 15 minutes. What am I saying? Price retraced into this zone, gave us a double bottom, like so, took our structure. So now we're interested in what's waiting for price to come below the zone. So over here now, if we see opportunity to buy gold, we are good to go. If you see a reversal pattern, or if your trading system aligns for a buy, it's a good spot to look for buy opportunities on gold. Mr. Day is asking, how do you know buy zone, please? I simply know buy zone by identifying demand areas. So I buy at a demand zone and I sell at a supply zone. Okay. The demand zone is a zone where the big banks or financial institutions are interested in buying. Okay. The supply zone is a zone where they are interested in selling. Okay. So we mark out that zone and we only take entry after they have grabbed liquidity. Okay. So right now on gold 15 minutes, the price is not set yet for an entry because I've not seen any pattern indicating a reversal yet. So possibly this might happen on Monday. So be on the lookout for what gold might do on Monday. Okay. Which of that pair should we check out, guys? Let's check out what went on GBP USD. Okay. We are also going to be doing a live trading session next week. So you also want to be a part of that. Let's delete all of this. So on gold, on GBP USD, what do we have? If you go to the weekly time frame, what do we have here? So I've also analyzed this pair before. If you've been to my sessions, we've been checking out this pair for over a month now, and I've said that price is currently reacting at this supply range here, like so. Okay, and if you look at the movement of price into the supply zone, we can see price gave us a double bottom, like so. A double top rather. Okay, what that tells us, if we are considering liquidity, over here, we have equal highs here. That means a lot of stop loss is here. There's liquidity here. So the market makers, they are incentivized, right, to push price up in order to grab liquidity. Once they grab this liquidity, then the real move for the sell is going to drop and to be very, very aggressive. All right, so I saw this and then I told us that, okay, there's still a lot of bullish momentum that we should anticipate on GBP USD. So price needs to come here first before the real sell happens. Okay, am I communicating? Before the real sell happens. So if you know that, if you've gotten that perspective, if you go to the daily time frame, right, that means over here we should be looking for opportunity to buy price into this. All right. So when you look at market structure, over here, when the price, when it was Monday, okay, Monday is here. This is Monday, price close here on Friday. So on Monday, so checking out the market structure, you have impulse, correction, impulse. All right, let's delete this. What is price doing? Price currently reacting to this demand level here. All right, so what can we see? On Friday, price tapped into the zone. Okay, price tapped into the zone like so, and then ultimately it's going up. So on Monday, so let's go to 4-hour time frame and see exactly what happened on Monday if we could have taken entry on Monday over here, Friday. All right, so Friday would have been the best time to enter on GBP USD from this demand zone, because check out what happened. We have impulse, correction, impulse. All right, over here, check out the demand zone. Price reacted at demand. Price tapped it here on Friday morning, last week Friday. That's when the move started happening. Okay, and Monday was somewhere around here. Okay, let's see if we are going to lower time frame. Let's see if we have seen opportunity to buy GBP USD on Monday. All right, so let's rewind this. Let me go back here. So you'd have also seen the market structure over here for a buy. Okay, so if you are into reversal patterns, for example, you'd have called this, this is a left shoulder, this is your head, right? You can see price give us a right shoulder somewhere here. All right, so somewhere or the other on Monday, all right, you'd have looked for opportunity over here to buy. And you can also see this reversal pattern here, price taking inducement, you'll have bought here. Okay, so we are simply, so price on Monday is simply reacting throughout this week. Price is reacting to this particular demand over here. And then what do we also see? The market is very, very bullish. We know for a fact that based on the weekly perspective, we are still expecting price to come this high, right? So we should be looking for buys, right? So on 4 hours, price is still giving us a bullish momentum. We are currently seeing this move like so, and then price is retracing into a demand level here. So let me highlight that for us real quick. Okay, somewhere here. So this is a demand zone. So from today and Monday throughout next week on GBP USD, we should also be looking for opportunity to buy GBP USD. Why are we buying? Because we know what weekly is telling us. And then on 4 hours, we are seeing the bullish momentum. We've seen that price is in a demand zone, right? So we are interested in buying here. So let's go to 15 minutes and see a good entry. All right, so we've seen liquidity being grabbed, double bottom like so, price has come down. So over here now, if you see any reversal pattern or any reversal trading strategy that forms, right, you should be looking for buy opportunities. All right, so as simple as that. So, but based on my own entry criteria, I don't see a setup for a buy yet. I'll need something very, very strong. All right, so possibly, personally, I'll wait till next week. Yeah, I'm not a fan of taking entry on Friday when the market is almost coming to a close. All right, so I'll wait till Monday, London session and New York session to spot opportunities for a buy here. Okay, let me know if that makes sense, guys. So on every pair that we've analyzed and talked about what happened this week, we've also looked at what is going to happen next week. So we've looked at Euro USD, we've looked at gold, and we've looked at GBP USD. So you have 3 pairs that should be on the watch list for next week already. Okay, let me know if this makes sense to you, if you understand what I've said so far. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask your questions before we wrap up this session. It's almost an hour into this class, so we should round up now. If you have any questions, this is the best time to ask questions so that next week we would have a better trading results. All right, and I want to recommend that this weekend you take time, if you can watch this replay again. What the replay, you want to go to the 10 Trade YouTube channel and watch this replay and get ready for next week. I'm going to post the link to the channel. So you want to click on the link, subscribe to the channel as well, so that each time that we post the video, you'll be notified. This video will be available on the YouTube channel tomorrow morning. Glory is asking, demand zone, supply zone, sounds like Greek to me. Please, how do we know these zones? Okay, so you are in luck. I think sometime next week, we should have a strategy session online as well, or physically. I'll be teaching everybody how to spot demand zones and supply zones. All right, so it's very, very easy actually. It's what you can do. Very, very easy to understand as well. All right, so look out for that as well next week. Okay. And please spend time on the chat. Spend time on the chat this weekend. Yes, physically, we should be running trainings in our office, right? The 10 Trade office in Okwebi. So if you are in Lagos, right, you are in luck because you'll be exposed to a lot of education physically, all right? But people outside Lagos would have to stick with webinars for you guys. All right. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions before we call it a night? All right. With practice makes profits when it comes to the foreign exchange market. All right. So what I want you to do this weekend is to back test. All right. You want to back test, see how price moved. You want to be confident. All right. You want to be very, very confident. And then before I go, let me just give us this offer that I really give. The true, what will separate you from making money and not making money is the right information. The reason why you're not making money like you want to make yet in the Forex market is because you don't know how to. You don't have the skill set to make money, right? And everything lies in education. It lies to access to information, right? What you know, okay, it determines what is in your pocket, all right? So I'll be giving everybody here access to opportunity to have a one-on-one session with me online, right? A 30 minutes to a 1 hour session with me. And it is only available to 10 trade clients. If you're a client of 10 trade and then you have a funded account up to $500, you qualify for the session. All right. So if you have $500 in your account right now as a 10 trade client, you only need to reach out to me via your account officer, and then we'll schedule your session together. All right. If you don't have up to that in your account, you want to go ahead and fund your account with $500, at least $500 to qualify for the session. Now, this is money that you'll be using to trade. Okay, so you're not giving anybody the money. Okay, so but that qualifies you to be a part of the one-on-one session. All right. So fund your account between now and next week, and then me and you will schedule a session together. I'll teach you these things one-on-one. Okay, and then you know the power of one-on-one sessions, right? You learn a lot faster. You can ask questions, right? And I'll ensure that you understand those concepts. All right. So fund your accounts between now and next week and get on board for the coaching program. All right. So no questions so far. I want to appreciate everybody for coming to this session. I believe that next week is going to be an amazing trading week for everybody, because as we've spotted, we are seeing a lot of opportunities that have aligned for next week. All right. So you just need to know the trigger, the best time to buy and the best time to sell. All right. I want to wish you all the very best in your trading career. All right. All the very, very best, more profits, more money. Ensure that you use the resources available to you on the 10 trade platform, especially the education that we provide. Okay. What we provide is premium education, premium. So use what is available to you to your benefits. All right, guys, sign out right now. I'll see us on the next webinar. Let's have a remarkable weekend. God bless you. Good night, everybody.